Welcome to Cary Stadium for game number 3 of Ocean City High School's 2024 football season. Live video coverage of Ocean City High School football produced by Crossover Productions and Prime Events in association with, tell me again what it is, Jersey Shore Sports Network? First try. Executive producers Bill Shawcross, Matt Ulmer. Bill is also our videographer. Tell your friends they can watch the action by going to oceancitysports.com and selecting the live online broadcast link on the home page. Ocean City, as you see at the bottom of your screen, coming onto the field here, looking for win number 3. As Lenape's looking for win number 1. Lenape Indians lost to Passaic Tech 14-10 in their opener, and then to Cherokee last week 27-10. Those are both pretty good teams. Cherokee's undefeated. In fact, they're playing St. Augustine tonight. The Indians are coached by Matt Kreider in his first year. He played at Delran and the College of New Jersey and was an assistant at Kane and a couple of other places for 10 years before getting the head coaching job this year and looking for his first win. They're in the, it's a tough year for them to start. They're in the Colonial Division of the West Jersey Football League with Camden, Shawnee, Rancocas Valley, and Camden East Side.
Well, you know, Tom, interestingly enough, and you know, this is the third game in a row against a team that you don't really know a whole lot about. I mean, Cinnaminson, Eastern, now Lenape, 3 schools that, you know, aren't used to coming down here, and we aren't used to playing them. But, you know, on paper, this looks like a game that Ocean City should win. And yet, you know, Cherokee's a pretty formidable opponent. 27-10 is not exactly a blowout. So maybe some competition here, unlike the last couple of weeks where there didn't seem to be quite as much competition. And we'll see if the Raiders can keep this streak going. And if the defense has played like they did the last 2 weeks and they score like they have the last 2 weeks, then I think they're in for a pretty interesting night.
Here comes Lenape onto the field. 2 spotlight games in South Jersey tonight. St. Augustine Prep at Cherokee and Mainland at Millville. We'll try to keep you posted on those couple of games.
Interestingly enough, Tom, you're seeing a team in red and white.
And it's not Ocean City.
It's not Ocean City.
Yeah, I think they're black and red, Lenape. The helmets are black.
Right.
Ocean City's wearing their all-black uniforms with the red helmets. So they're 2-0 in the red and white. We'll see what happens here. And Lenape, they have 62 players. 30 of them are sophomores. Now, we don't know how big a role those sophomores are going to play, but we do know that the quarterback, Kellen Pierce, is a sophomore. He's completed 55% of his passes for 256 yards and a touchdown, no interceptions. And he also is the leading rusher, 21 carries for 50 yards and a touchdown. And they're, one of their leading receivers is a junior. Their extra point, their kicker is a sophomore. He's 2 for 2 on extra points, 2 for 3 on field goals with a long of 44 yards. So he's a weapon. So we'll see as the game progresses. But Ocean City's gotten some great numbers in the first 2 games. The Raiders have limited opposing teams to 221 total yards, 633 for them. Ocean City has outgained the other team 531-70 on the ground. And they've have 58-7. Ocean City has outscored its first 2 opponents. Leading the way with rushing is for Ocean City is Tristan Schmidt, who has 199 yards in 38 carries and 4 touchdowns. Clay Compton, 141 yards and 26 carries. Walker Bailey, 118 yards in 18 carries. So they've got a triple threat there between the 3 of them.
So the Raiders have won the toss, Tom, and they have elected to defer, as typical when a team wins a toss to start the game. And they'll be the kickoff team, and I believe they'll kick it off to a little bit of a wind here, more side to side.
Moment of silence here before the game starts for the
Let's take a moment of silence to honor and reflect on 2 lives tragically lost last night. One being a member of the Upper Township Indians football family. May their memories live on in our hearts and their families find comfort during this difficult time. Thank you.
Easton Beisler, a 9-year-old from Upper Township, and a assistant youth football coach, both died in an accident outside of Vineland. And there's a moment of silence here for Easton. They were at a football game Easton's brother played in.
And now our national anthem.
Ocean City High School band and the national anthem here at Carey Stadium. But band kind of crossed us up this year. They used to sit right down here. It was easy to pick them up. Yeah. Now they're moved all the way down near the high school.
Well, yeah, they're at the end of this set of bleachers, which, since we have the window open right now, it's probably not a bad idea that they're down there a little further away from us, that can hear ourselves talk a little bit.
We would disturb them?
Yeah, we would disturb them. When they put that tuba up in the air, it's hard to see the goal line.
Yeah. All right, Ocean City's going to kick off here. They'll get the ball, as Bud said, to start the second half. That little helmet in the upper left-hand corner of the screen is an Upper Township football helmet, as a tribute to Easton Beisler, a young man who died after watching his brother play up in scrimmage, I guess it was, up in Vineland.
Yeah, Tom, I think I don't know if he played or not. I think he was also on the younger team.
Okay.
And I'm not sure about his brother, but they got like most youth programs, they have them in all ages over there in Upper Township. And
oh yeah.
A lot of the kids on this football team played over there.
They got cheerleader squads to match.
Yep.
But it's good activity. So it's Lenape in the white jerseys and red pants, and Ocean City in the black with the red helmets. Raiders will kick off, and they have been getting some good kicks this year.
I almost feel like the wind is coming off the ocean, looking at that flag down there, Tom. So the Raiders are going to have the ball at their back, which makes sense because they chose which end they wanted.
J.P. Forcer averaging over 50 yards per kickoff, so he's given the defense, special team, an opportunity, and their punter Ryan Hendricks over 36 yards a punt. So the kicking has been good for Ocean City. And here we go, game 3. Ocean City plays its first 4 at home this year. And a high end-over-end kick. And a fake, fake reverse. Very well done. And some running room for Jaden Boyd, the sophomore, out across the 35-yard line. It was not just the fact that he faked the handoff, but he reacted afterwards like he didn't have the ball very effectively.
Yeah, like a good quarterback would. He actually hit the ball on the back of his hip and didn't take off right away. He kind of hesitated to let the defense think that the ball was going the other way. It's It's been a while since we've seen a team do that, but there was one team that came in and did it on every single kickoff, and you never really knew who was having the ball.
Yeah, I always liked that. But
it's because you weren't on the coverage team.
On the other hand, things can go wrong when you do that. All right, double slot. Quarterback, sophomore, Kellen Pierce takes the snap. Quick pass in the flat. Going to lose yardage. Ball came loose.
Well, we start with Joe Berardis.
Yep.
You're going to call his name a lot. We have in the past couple of years as well. And, you know, I mean, they had to figure it was his pass because there wasn't a running back in the backfield at all. And of course, if Lenape has scouted the Raiders, and I'm sure they've seen film, if nothing else, they know that defensive front line has really stuffed the run in the first two games.
5 out for a pass on this play, and the quarterback's going to run it. He picks up a few yards, but it's going to be still behind the chains. It's going to be third down, about 12, maybe 13 yards to go. So they're coming out with all kinds of gadgets. Split out 5 receivers, and the quarterback goes up the middle.
Yeah, and not very far. Again, the Raiders have, as we said, their defense has been stout the first 8 quarters, and you know, they're just stuffing the run. And as long as the defensive secondary is playing like they can play, then they're going to do well.
Long count. Back to throw. Nice arm. And it's caught at the 30-yard line. And Lenape strikes first. That's a 67-yard touchdown pass. Perfectly thrown. And Macon Lincoln, who's their leading receiver, he has 114 yards in 2 games, including a 68-yarder. And this one almost equaled it.
Yeah, well, he great speed. There's no question for Macon Lincoln, but you know, they put that many receivers out. Somebody in the linebacking core has to cover somebody who's usually a whole lot faster, and I think that's what happened there.
Extra point. Ethan Blackburn. He's a sophomore. Good snap, and he kicks it out to the boardwalk.
Glad I didn't park my car right there.
That's right. That was a boomer. As we said, his long one this year is 44 yards, and he makes it 7-0. Ocean City's only given up 7 points in their first 2 games, and they give up 7 here in the first possession. Things continue to happen at the Ocean City Free Public Library, even though the main library is closed temporarily for improvements. The meeting rooms are still open, and you can still check out items through the library's curbside pickup service at 609-399-2434, extension 5226. Virtual author talks continue on Wednesday with PhD Nate Klemp, a best-selling author, talking about his book, Open, Living with an Expansive Mind in a Distracted World. More information is available at oceancitylibrary.org. That was, incidentally, Bud's thesis, living with an expansive mind in a distracted world.
Well, if you really want to know what my thesis was, Tom, I'll tell you, but it wasn't that. Trust me.
It wasn't that?
It was how to use videotaping to correct skill deficiencies in a baseball program.
Well, they're useful.
But that time, nobody was doing it.
Yeah, that was good.
Of course, that dates me a little bit, but there's a curriculum type.
I hope it got an
thing. It's just you get your.
Oh, that's right.
You get your master's or you don't. And they keep working with you if they don't like certain things until you make it right. So you can't really fail.
This guy's got a PhD though. Oh, is that an onside kick?
Yes, it is.
Or just trying to keep it away from somebody. It rolls inside the 40 to the 39-yard line, where it was covered by the Raiders. I think it was Anthony DeRose.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And Ocean City will start on their own 40.
Well, like you said, pulling out all the stops here to start with.
First time they've been behind, I think.
I just started bragging about the defense a little bit, and next thing you know, the next pass went for like 60 yards.
Especially after what the first 2 passes did.
Yeah.
Clay Compton, the deep back. Bailey's under center. Compton stays on his feet for about 4, maybe almost 5 yards. He makes such quick cuts, whereas I think Schmidt would rather run over you. They're a little bit different, but they're both very, very quick, and somebody's already lost his helmet.
Yeah, I think I mentioned in the first game against Cinnaminson, it just seemed like helmets were coming off left and right. That was Ricky Kane, left tackle.
Yeah, he'll be out for at least a play. Second and about 6. Jack Porter splits to the left. Slot to the right. Bailey keeps. Throws underneath, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Aiden Majors, but well played.
Yeah, he was in motion the play previous as well. But as you said, Tom, well defensed right there. Brings up 3rd down in about, 6, I guess,
Yep.
for the Raiders. I mean, they got to take advantage of this field position when the other team attempts an onside kick and you recover it and start on your own 40-yard line. You got to take advantage.
Porter again splits left. Bailey back to throw. Wide open. Porter makes the catch. First down inside the 45-yard line.
Wow, that looked pretty darn easy. I mean, Porter found a nice little open space in the zone right there. And Walker Bailey just laid it right into his arms. And a first down.
Derek Hammond made the stop for Lenape. Ball's on the 43. Lenape's a Group 5 school in football. Ocean City this year dropped down into Group 3 in football.
So you get a lot of power points.
Yeah, well, no, they don't use this group size anymore.
Oh, then you don't.
No, you don't. Under center, Bailey. Hands it off. Driving left inside the 40. That was Schmidt. Picks up about, almost 5.
Yeah, I like the way he started with the ball in his right hand, put 2 hands on the ball and switched it over to his left. A lot of kids don't want to do that, but you got to do that to keep the ball to the sideline side of the field.
Slot to the right. Porter is wide. Forster in the slot. 2 guys swing to the right side, which they do occasionally. Schmidt again, and he drives inside the 35, close to the first down, but I don't think they're going to give him the yardage. It's going to be at the 35. It'll be 3rd and about a yard.
It was a case, Tom, where you had remarked before, like he wants to run over guys, and his first move there was quick to the right to get to the open hole, where I think the hole that the play was designed for was clogged, and he took that quick shift to the right and then bowled somebody over.
Compton's on. He's got the ball. Spins out of a tackle and gets the first down inside the 30.
Yeah, this is definitely you can call it a 1-2 punch, but it's also like a 1-1 punch because one of them's in the game at a time, and this is a really nice run, a little spin move there at the end, picks up an extra 5 or 6 yards. I wouldn't mind having either one of these 2 young men in the backfield on my football team, the way they run the ball.
Yeah. Or both.
Yeah.
Compton, the single back, slot to the left. He's got it again. Down the left side. And inside close to the 20-yard line.
And you know, when you're on the offensive line, you just really enjoy guys who can run like this behind you because it makes you look good. I mean, you're doing your job, and that makes the running back look good. But when the running back hits the hole you've opened up for him, makes the blockers up front look good as well. It's all about team play.
Second, long 4 to go. Porter to the right, Forster to the left. And Bailey runs out of a tackle. He spun right into a defender, but managed to control the situation, and he's close to the first down.
Yeah, he is close. He's not one of these quarterbacks who's going to slide.
No.
He's a
big,
strong young guy at 6'2", 204 listed in your program, and he's, like I said, he's not looking to slide. He's looking to knock you over.
6.6 yards per carry he averaged over the first 2 games. And is that a timeout? Must be.
Nope. Now they're running the clock now, so.
Well, what's Ocean City doing?
I don't know.
They're throwing water bottles because they thought it was the timeout. They could easily have called one.
Yeah, I don't think they want to use one this early in the game. They're driving. There's 5 minutes left here in the first quarter.
That was bizarre. Schmidt the deep back.
They must have thought there was a timeout. Now there is a timeout. The officials called timeout.
Referee wants warning. Want Ocean City or Lenape, one of them, to move back from the sidelines.
Oh.
That's a warning.
I wonder
first
what
time.
that was.
Second time, it's a penalty.
Oh, that's encroachment. Yep.
And it looks like they get the first down.
Yep.
Oh, no, they had the first down.
Well, the cadence probably upsets the defense, and they get another 5 yards out of it. Makes first down a little easier this time.
It'll be 1st and 5. Ocean City on about the 13-yard line.
I tell you, Lenape looks big up front as well.
Oh, yeah, they are big. 6'1", 305, 6'4", 288. Schmidt. Flag. He gets inside the 10, probably to about the 7, but you think it's going to probably come back.
Yeah, one of the Lenape players was clapping early on, so he must have felt that there was a hold. And that looks like they're looking to mark the ball off against Ocean City. Boy, they are big. 6'1", 305 senior guard just checked into the game, James Bassinet.
Ocean City's first game with Cinnaminson, penalties were ridiculous. The second game, there wasn't a flag till the 3rd quarter for either team. So they're hurt by that situation. Hand the ball off, swinging to the outside, cutting away from a tackle is Ryan Hendricks, the 6'2", 174-pound junior who came in motion. And it's going to be 2nd down and 11.
I thought that might have been Porter, Tom.
Okay.
Just when you do your stats later.
We don't do the stats from this. We do the stats from video.
Okay.
So we'll get it right.
Well, 11 and 1. You know, that's the difficult thing to see from up here sometimes.
2nd and about 11.
I don't know. They're both at the same side. You might have been right.
Off the right side, Schmidt. A lot of momentum down to the goal line. It's short. Stop short. Got the first down.
2 good moves and then put his head down and tried to bowl over the final defender and to get into the end zone and just didn't quite do it. Good defensive play there.
That was a good hard tackle by Matteo Maiorello, 5'10", 171-pound senior. So it's 1st and goal for Ocean City, trying to tie this thing up. Bailey is in.
Well, it took them a little longer than it took Lenape on the play they scored on. But a methodical running game with One good pass play involved. And after this kick, could be 7-7.
Should be. Pretty accurate this year. J.P. Forster is 7 for 8 on extra points, 1 for 1 on field goals.
I don't know if they're not taking, and maybe this one's coming back. Is it coming back? I don't see anybody lining up for a.
Yeah,
well, Bailey's getting the play from Coach Kevin Smith, jogging back into the.
I didn't see the official signal.
I didn't either.
But it looks like 2nd and goal at about the 7 or 8 yard line. So we'll try it again. Bailey hands it off to Schmidt, reverses, and he's tripped up from behind, picks up a couple. 3rd and goal.
I got to think they're in 4-down territory here. Although Forster certainly has the ability to kick a field goal here.
Compton's in. Ball looks like it's at about the 6 yard line, I think. Compton, and he drives down close, or picks up some yards, to about the 2 or 3 yard line. So it's 4th down for Ocean City. Bailey brings in the play. They'll work from the shotgun. Compton drives straight ahead and looks like he stopped. So it'll be 4th and goal.
So I said I'd be surprised if they don't try to punch it in. I'd like to know what that penalty was before. Must have been some kind of procedure or something that only looked like a 5-yard penalty.
Ball looks like it's at about the 2. Receivers split wide, left and right. In the shotgun, Bailey behind him, Schmidt. Bailey keeps it, and he's in.
Really good play call right there. I mean, it's easy to say that when the play works, but that just was well designed and really well executed. Faked the handoff into the line to Schmidt and drew all the defense.
Well, especially down there where you got to react quickly.
Yeah, I mean, you can see the linemen blocking straight on just like they're going to get an off-tackle play. And then, I mean, there was no way those 300-pound guys were going to catch Bailey going out to around the side.
Forster to tie it, and he does. So Ocean City falls behind for the first time this year, but then comes right back, drives down the field after an onside kick attempt. A lot of things have happened here in the first quarter, and they tie it at 7-7. It's known all over the Delaware Valley, Johnson's Popcorn on the Ocean City Boardwalk, specializing in their delicious caramel corn. You can get Johnson's Popcorn in individual servings all the way up to 3.5-gallon tins. Look for them in your favorite food market or party store. Johnson's Popcorn, 1368 Boardwalk. 2 other locations on the Ocean City Boardwalk. Phone 1-800-842-2676 and have your popcorn shipped to you. They're also online at johnsonspopcorn.com. Johnson's Popcorn since 1940.
The ladies I work with love Johnson's Popcorn.
Good.
When I bring them some, that big tub was gone in a day and a half, and there are only 3 or 4 of them there.
That's the way it is in a lot of places.
Yep.
Forster to kick off.
I won't be surprised he kicks one of these in the end zone tonight.
Yeah, he's been doing that. I think he's got 5 touchbacks in the first 2 games. Helps the defense a lot. This is high end over end, and it is in the end zone. So, Eastern will start out on their own 20.
I love it when somebody makes me look good.
I think the NFL kickoffs look silly.
Yeah, I think they do too.
I understand what they're trying to do, but I think there could have been an easier way to do it. If the ball goes here, you got to run it. If it doesn't go there, you get the ball on the 30. If this happens, you get it on the 40.
And you can't move until the decision's made.
Yeah, you can't move until you see where the ball goes.
It's one of the most exciting plays in football, but it's also the one that generates the most injuries.
Correct. Pierce, who made a great throw for a touchdown, hands it off. And driving across the 20 out to about the 23-yard line.
Lenape's got to be buoyed by the fact that they scored a touchdown on their first possession, and you know, they did it in a hurry. And they did it with 3 plays with nobody in the backfield except the quarterback. Now that time, first time out, they put a running back there, and they give him the ball, and you know, he picks up 3 yards.
That was Derek Hammond. So it's 2nd and 7. They got trips to the left, the receiver to the right, and there is a back to the left of Pierce. Low snap, he handles it in the flat. He gets a block and picks up maybe a yard out close to the 25-yard line.
Gerardus on the blitz there, tried to time it properly. Colin Thompson over there makes a good stop. I think that's the same play they ran, I believe, to start the game, and Gerardus made the tackle out there. This time he was in off the edge on the blitz.
Receiver left, slot right. Pierce, 3rd and about 6, and there's a whistle. Quarter came to an end. So we're going to switch to the other end of the court, or the other end of the field, near the shuffleboard courts, as Ocean City, in a 7-7 game, is on defense facing 3rd down. If you have printing needs, you need the printing company in Summers Point. They're top quality printers, friendly, skilled professionals. The printing company will work with you as part of their unwavering commitment to exceed your expectations. From concept to finished product, your business is their priority. They pride themselves in delivering the expert printing you deserve at an affordable price. From business cards to brochures to visual communications. That includes signs, banners, graphics, vehicle wraps, and much more. The Printing Company, open 9 to 5 at 450 7th Street in Summers Point. Phone Chugger and his staff, 609-374-5417. Let the Printing Company bring your ideas to life.
He does business cards too, Tom. I'm a beneficiary of some of those.
Good. We always talk
Nice job.
about his 400-foot home run at Citizens Bank Park in the Carpenter Cup, but sometimes we forget that in the next at bat he hit one just as far, and the outfielder went up and caught it over the fence. Great memory. Lenape shifts. They've got a receiver to each side. No, slot to the left. Pierce with a long count. Good snap. Fires. And did he get it? Looked like he... No.
Yeah, he bounced it in. Low throw. Actually had the receiver open a little bit. And he does have a strong arm. But...
Of course, when you take over a program, you're going to give an edge to sophomores. Not that Pierce hasn't shown a pretty darn good arm, as Bud just said. But sophomores make you smile when you're a new head coach. Because they're going to be around.
Yep.
Punting situation. Blackburn, high kick. Ocean City. I don't know what did they do there? It looked like he was going to pick it up and run. But I'm sorry. The red and white's confused.
Yeah, you know what? I was thinking that.
Lenape downs it at the 49-yard line. Ocean City will be 1st and 10 on the Lenape 49-yard line.
Good field position for the Raiders.
Ocean City's had a lot of punts in the first 2 games plus 1 quarter that weren't caught. And a lot of times it had to do with where it was going to go down. One punt for, I guess it was Eastern, went 14 yards. So you obviously aren't going to try to catch that, but that's what they tell you. There's 4 receivers out to the right, 1 to the left. Back to throw and forced to scramble, maybe for a yard to the 48. And that was Hendricks, I think. Yeah.
That's our colleague Steve Parker, one of his pet peeves when the ball is punted.
Yeah.
He says, catch the ball.
Yeah. The late Jim Schaefer said the same thing.
Yep.
Probably he's the one that told Parker.
Yep. Probably.
2nd and 9. Now Hendricks is going to split out. No, excuse me. That's Porter split out to the right. And Bailey keeps it. Has some room down the left side and gets close to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, he might have first down yardage over there. Hard to tell because they drop the sticks when the player gets near. He's going to be darn close if he doesn't have it.
Yeah, when the play's coming at him, Bruce Beaver just yells, run.
Yeah.
He's not talking about the running back.
Well, good fake there also that time.
Quick snap here, and they get the first down to the 35-yard line.
Previous play, Compton faked the ball to Compton to the right side. Compton made a block, and Bailey went to the left. That play there, here they come again right away.
Schmidt stopped at the line of scrimmage. Alex Jones, 6'4", 288, just held on. And it's tough to move 6'4", 288.
I tell you, those guys might have been about 900 pounds landing on the ball carrier there.
Let's call it 2nd and 10.
4 guys.
Bailey comes to the sidelines to see what they're going to do here.
Well, he definitely, it's funny that he runs like a fullback.
He's big as a fullback, too.
Yep.
Porter splitting to the right, bottom of your screen. In fact, he's off your screen. And somebody calls timeout.
Flag.
Oh. Ocean City.
Delay a game?
Not sure. Didn't signal.
Not going to talk about my pet peeve anymore about putting headsets in the kid's helmet, quarterback's helmet, letting the coach tell him so he doesn't have to run off the field to get the play.
Coming into the game, Ocean City been penalized 98 yards and the opponent's 85, so it's been fairly close. 2nd and about 15. Bailey to throw. He's got that strong arm. Lets it go for Porter. And he makes the catch. Is he inbounds? Yes, he is. Terrific catch by Jack Porter at about the 12-yard line.
And Bailey laid the ball right in his arms, and Porter did a great job to stay in bounds here as he makes this catch. I mean, just a great play from both ends there, Tom, and actually a great defensive play as well. I mean, he was right where he needed to be.
Yeah.
The ball was just thrown perfectly where it had to be, and Porter makes the adjustment and makes the catch.
Porter splits to the left. Hendricks in the slot. And they shift. And that caused Lenape to come offside, I think.
Yep. Yeah, the Raiders do that a lot. And you know, a lot of times I think a defender's used to seeing one guy go in motion, but when you see two guys jump and go in motion at the same time, I think your reaction defensively sometime is, you know, the play's on, let's go. And that's what happened there.
Ocean City will send Porter out to the left, Hendricks to the right. Bailey's under center. Schmidt hit in the backfield. Good play by Macon Lincoln.
Yeah, he's a player. It's one of the seniors that sees a lot of time. Not a big guy, less than 150 pounds, but makes himself known out there. Makes his presence felt, I should say.
Second down, about 7. Raiders trying to take the lead here.
Lenape stiffened up a little bit against the run here.
Porter splits left, receiver right is Hendricks. And hit in the backfield outside the 10-yard line is Schmidt. Good reaction for Lenape by Malik Gadsden, sophomore cornerback who came up to help.
Yep, Kaheem Freeman also, another sophomore.
So it's 3rd and 9.
They've definitely tightened up the defense against the run here, Tom. Now, I don't know, they're expecting a run here. They just bring in another down lineman.
Bailey keeps. It's a reverse or a sweep for Hendricks, and he's going to lose all the way out to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, nobody was fooled on that play. At least nobody wearing red and white who's on the field.
I think we're going to get a 37-yard field goal attempt. Actually, it's going to be about the 35. 35-yard field goal attempt by Forster. As long as 29. It's blocked. It's blocked, and Lenape actually running with the ball down the sideline. A couple players have angles on him, but he's across the 50 and inside the 40, and the Indians are in position.
Yeah, when you have to kick a long field goal, you have a tendency to want to, to have to kick it more on a line drive. I don't know if that's what happened there, but you got to get an extra little bit of yardage into it, and a block, and then right away, Raiders do a good job of turning the defense. Otherwise, that's a 13-7 lead for Lenape. I think that was Hendricks over there who made the stop finally.
So it's 1st and 10 at the 37 for Lenape. 7-7 game. About halfway through the second quarter here. Almost 7 minutes. Pierce. Proven he can throw the ball. Right side, down the right side, and looks to be enough for a first down.
There's a flag on the play. I think it's a hold.
So does Lenape. The Seagulls fly through. Evan Gotti on the run.
In the Battle of the Beach here, one of the handlers had the owl up there by the refreshment stand, and you could imagine how many people went by taking pictures of that thing, how beautiful it was, just sitting there on her perch.
An owl?
An owl. They had that Falcons and Hawk that roam the boardwalk with their handlers.
Oh, okay.
Well, one of them's an owl.
Okay. So it's 1st and 19. Long count. Pierce hands it off the right side. spun to the ground as he gets inside the 45-yard line.
That was Jake Chapman who makes a stop over there. And I tell you, Tom, another sophomore, by the way, but the one thing that Cinnamon and Eastern didn't have, I didn't feel, was a whole lot of speed in the backfield. Lenape has a couple guys who are quick.
Second and about 18. Wide slot to the left. There's one of them.
Yep.
Runs through a tackle and gets it inside the 30-yard line.
Zamir Lane. Right back at you.
Zamir Lane listed as a linebacker, but he's a wide receiver too.
Oh.
Could have been damage.
Yeah, he'd like to have that ball back. You know, he never liked to have a kid stand out when he makes a mistake, but you know, that was pretty obvious. Right in his hands.
4th and 5. The Indians trying to get the lead, at least keep this drive alive. Trips to the left, receiver to the right. Pierce gets it knee-high snap, under pressure, and they got him.
Big play.
Cole D'Assassino.
Junior defensive back, blitzing from his defensive back position. Here he comes. You saw him come around that right side and getting congratulations from one of his teammates there, Joe Pancoast, who was occupying the blockers. D'Assassino makes the big play.
He was 5th on the team in tackles in the first 2 games, but that's his first sack. Won't be his last, probably. Puts a lot of pressure on. Bailey's under center. Compton. And he's got about 4 or 5.
Yeah, they weren't as successful with a couple of runs into the middle of the line in the last possession as they had been in the first quarter. That time they tried Compton to the outside. He gets 4, maybe 4.
Call it 3. 2nd and 7. We're going to get to the Lenape 49. And no hole there. No place for Schmidt to go. It'll be 3rd down and a long 7.
That's the same young man that just dropped that pass. I think he was still a little disappointed in himself making up for it there. Number 88 will get his name at halftime. Tom, you like to, guy makes a play like that, you want to get his name out there. We don't have his name. At least I don't have his name. Oh, okay. Changing the lineup. Connor Herpenlin.
He's their tight end, their leading receiver.
Okay.
Back to throw. Has time. Over the middle. Incomplete.
Well, he had a man open. I think it was Porter.
Yeah, he almost made a nice catch, but they'll be punting the ball here. And that's been a plus.
That's been his go-to receiver here so far in the first half.
Hendricks to punt. Of course, he can run with the ball.
I'd be surprised they do that here.
Yeah, me as well. But it's going to happen sometime.
They're coming after it.
They didn't get close to it. He floats it downfield, and it bounces right around the Bud Rink blue line. And they'll get the ball to 32, it looks like.
Probably 2/3 of the people watching have no idea what you mean by that.
Well, we keep educating them. You can see the blue line right on your screen there. It's the 30-yard line, and it's a lacrosse line. And Bud's never seen it in his whole life until last year.
And
I'm not even sure it was there, though.
I don't think it was there. And all of a sudden, one game I said, I don't think that blue line's been there before.
Yeah.
And I was kind of made fun of, but I mean, I've done hundreds of games here, I think, and I can't ever remember that blue line being there. But I see it now.
Absolutely. There's two of them. 1st and 10. Lenape at the 32-yard line. Trying to get their first win and hand Ocean City its first loss. Raiders host Atlantic City next week. Familiar names the rest of the season. And cutting off the left side for some yardage out across the 35 is Lane.
Tackled by Gasparovic.
Gets it out to the 38. So it's 2nd and 4.
I did say at the top, Tom, that I thought Lenape would be a much more formidable opponent than either Cinnaminson and Eastern, and that's proven to be the case here in the first half.
What did you base that on?
Their strength of schedule.
Well, that was interesting. Two guys carried the ball for about 2 or 3 yards, and finally somebody tackled one of them who happened to have the ball.
Yeah, I think the quarterback wanted to keep the ball, and the running back wanted it.
Yeah.
You know, it's an option play here. The quarterback's trying to take it back, and they're lucky that ball didn't get on the ground.
3rd and about a yard, and whistle. They're going to call timeout, talk it over. 7-7 with 2:28 left in the first half. Are you ready to help your son or daughter make one of the most important decisions in their life? Choosing the right college can shape their future, and you want to make sure they get the best deal possible. Introducing Jennifer Jamison, your trusted college counselor. With years of experience and a passion for helping students succeed, she's here to guide your family through the complex college selection process. From identifying the best fit colleges to navigating financial aid and scholarships, she provides personalized professional guidance every step of the way. Invest in your son or daughter's future and give them the confidence to make the right choice. Contact Jennifer today at 609-425-7285 or visit findyourfitcc.org to schedule a consultation. Let's make your family's college dreams a reality. Remember, the right college is just a call away with Find Your Fit by your side. 3rd and 1 at the 41. Two backs in the backfield with Pierce. One in motion. Pierce drops the ball. And a flag. I think he was grabbed by the face mask and may have picked up the first down before he was driven back, but close. They're probably going to get it with a penalty.
Yeah, I don't know that he would have had the first down, Tom, but I agree with you. That flag came out as an inadvertent face mask, but you're going to see it right here, right there. He just turned his head a little bit. He was going to be a good 2 yards short of that 42-yard line, and Lenape's going to be the beneficiary of a Raider mistake, and that's I say mistake, but that's just an aggressive play, and I guess it is a mistake. I mean, he didn't mean to do it, but it's unfortunate. Going to get a break here. A legal procedure, I think, was the call against Lenape, so offsetting penalties and run the play over.
It's 3rd and 1 at the 41. Trips to the left, a short space to the left, wide receiver wide to the right. Pierce keeps it, but he's going to be stopped. Looked like Mike Davis. Was it Mike Davis?
34.
Nope, it was Aiden Majors.
Yep.
Mike's 24, Aiden's 34.
There he is right there, and then he also gets a little help, a little finishing touch there from his teammate Clifford Dirks there at the end.
They're going to punt. 4th and 4.
Big defensive play there.
Blackburn. Good snap. A little bit of a rush. Great end-over-end kick away from the receiver. Rolls inside the 20 and down near the 15-yard line. That was hard to get to be honest with you. Can't blame JP too much for not catching that one.
No, there's no way he was going to catch that one. He had to run about 25 yards sideways just from where he was. It'll be interesting to see if Ocean City tries to put some points on the board here with a minute and 18 seconds left in the half, or if they're just going to be content to let the clock run out. Although, if they do that, Lenape's got timeouts remaining, so I think they're going to.
As does Ocean City.
Yep.
I would imagine they'll run the ball a couple times and see if they get somewhere. If not, they'll take the knee and end the half. If so, they'll bring the pass into play. Hendricks is going to take the snap, I think.
And Bailey lines up in the wide receiver spot on the far right.
Hendricks goes straight ahead.
Oh.
Spun down at about the 19-yard line.
Wow.
Just gains a couple. 2nd and 8. Clock coming down near a minute. Bailey brings the play in. Hands it off. Looks like a first down out across the 25. We'll see. Compton.
Strong run.
Yep, he got it.
Now, last week, it seemed that Schmidt got more carries tonight so far in the first half. Compton, we got 22 seconds here. It looks like they're going to let the clock run out. I think I'd just let Bailey air one out as the last play of the half. Well, can't hurt.
Schmidt came into the game with 38 carries and Compton 26. Pretty close. Schmidt scored 4 touchdowns, of course. That's going to end the first half. Ocean City will let the clock run out on a 7-7 score. The Raiders will get the ball to start the second half. The RJH Insurance Group has specialized in home and flood insurance since 2006. At RJH, they're committed to excellence. As an independent agency, they have the ability to represent multiple insurance companies to get their customers the most competitive rates. Call Rich Hogue for a quote, 609-630-4569, or check out their many services at rjhinsurance.com. The RJH Insurance Group. And at Boulevard Super Liquors on Roosevelt Boulevard in Marmora, the Bile family has served area residents for 4 generations. Boulevard is just 676 steps from Ocean City and right off exit 25 of the Garden State Parkway. Through the years, they've employed hundreds of former Ocean City High School athletes. They form a courteous staff that's ready to help you find what you need quickly and get you on your way. Boulevard is open every day until 10 p.m. Whatever your needs, the staff at Boulevard Super Liquors can make it happen. Call them at 609-390-1300 or check out their website, superliquorsnj.com. Boulevard Super Liquors in Marmora, family owned since 1938. Ocean City and Lenape exchange touchdowns. 2 very different touchdowns, and it's 7-7 here at halftime. We'll be back with the second half. It is known all over the Delaware Valley. Johnson's Popcorn on the Ocean City Boardwalk, specializing in their delicious caramel corn. You can get Johnson's Popcorn in individual servings all the way up to 3.5-gallon tins. Look for them in your favorite food market or party store. Johnson's Popcorn, 1368 Boardwalk in Ocean City. Phone 1-800-842-2676 and have your popcorn shipped to you. They're also online at johnsonspopcorn.com. Johnson's Popcorn, since 1940. Shore True Value Hardware in Summers Point hopes that you'll continue to shop locally. They offer friendly service and expert advice. At Shore Hardware, they'll do anything to help. They're open weekdays and Saturdays until 6, Sundays until 4. Help is just around the corner at Shore True Value Hardware, 515 New Road in Summers Point. Phone 609-927-6464 or visit them online at shorehardware.com.
Ocean City, New Jersey, America's greatest family resort, where traditions are built and memories last forever. From food to fun, from excitement to relaxation, Ocean City has it all. Ocean City, New Jersey. Your memories start here.
If you're planning to build a home, make your first step a visit to Halliday Leonard. Halliday Leonard will consult you on your design and assist the development of your custom home. They build single homes that will fit most any budget, plus condominiums, townhouses, and commercial buildings. Get your ideas together and take them to Halliday Leonard, 700 Haven Avenue in Ocean City, or phone 609-398-5737. Halliday Leonard will help make your dream home a reality. Back here, Cary Stadium in a 7-7 halftime. Ocean City and Lenape. The Raiders will receive the kick, and it looks like Lenape, both teams are going to the same end here. Something's got to happen.
Yeah, I would think Lenape would want the wind, unless they want the wind in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Ocean City's going to go back to the ocean, put their backs to the ocean.
So they're going to get the wind and the football.
To start, yeah. Second half kickoff brought to you by Fortress Financial, 8th and Asbury in Ocean City. You deserve someone who can help you reach your financial goals. Contact Fortress Financial, 609-399-7600. Ocean City scores on a 2-yard run. And after scoring before that, a few plays before that, Walker Bailey took it in the second time, but they only get credit for the one touchdown. And a 67-yard touchdown pass from Kellen Pierce to Macon Lincoln for Lenape. That's how we got to 7-7. Other scores, by the way, at the half, Mainland leads Millville 7-6. Mustangs intercepted a pass in the end zone to end the half. And St. Augustine leads Cherokee in another battle of unbeatens, 14-0.
Yeah, and the defense has held up beyond that third down. Was it how many yards? 60-yard pass play? 67-yard pass play that Lenape completed in the first series to Macon Lincoln. And since that time, the defense has been tough.
Now, somehow, the reason Lenape's going back off the field, the huddle.
Well, originally there still showed like a minute left on the clock, and they were running the clock down. And then when they went over there, then they just reset the clock for 12 minutes.
Caught them by surprise.
I think the official was...
talking about that headset thing, and putting headsets in, it does make sense. Of course, it's an expense and everything, and they always look at that when it comes to high school sports. But comparing coming to the sideline and getting the play with signals, there's a lot to be said for coming to the sideline because the coach can actually talk to the guy, and emphasize this or do that or make sure he does this or something like that, which you can't do if you're doing it by signals.
I agree. Yeah. The only thing I don't like is I just don't like the quarterback doing all that running to the sideline and running back. And I know he's in shape, but still, he's...
Well, back in the day, if you had two wide receivers or two running backs or that are somewhat equal, you run them in and out, they would bring the play in from the sideline. The other guy would come out.
Yeah, but you don't get to talk to the quarterback that way.
No, you don't. Well, you do a little bit because you can say something to the wide receiver and he can relay it to the quarterback. So we got 2 more minutes here, so why don't we tell you about what's happening in Ocean City this weekend. The 2024 Ocean City ALS United Walk, presented by Village ShopRite from 9 a.m. to noon, starting at the Ocean City Sports and Civic Center right behind us here. The event will raise funds for research and community-based patient services for people with Lou Gehrig's disease. Also Saturday night, the Symphonic Dance, the Atlantic City Ballet, will team up with the Ocean City Pops. Concert begins 7:30 at the Music Pier. And also Saturday at the airport, the Ocean City Airport Festival from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. features a ground display of unusual airplanes ranging from World War II to classics and warbirds. And then still on Saturday, a pyrotechnic show consisting of several highly trained and specially licensed demonstrators exiting an aircraft 6,000 feet above the Ocean City beach and boardwalk. Brilliant white or multicolored projectile pyrotechnics are then ignited and flown in formation, creating a dazzling display. That happens at 8 p.m. at around 7th Street Beach, but it's viewable on the entire boardwalk. Bud used to do that on weekends.
Yeah.
Pyrotechnic, parachute jumping.
Actually, I saw the Navy Notre Dame football game down in Baltimore, and the Navy had parachutists come in from all different sides of the stadium not simultaneously, but close enough. I mean, there was no pyrotechnic stuff there, but they were carrying flags and stuff. That it's always impressive, I think, that and the flyovers with the jets.
Also Sunday, the Boardwalk Aerobatic Air Show at 1 o'clock, 6th to 14th Street over the ocean. Some of the best stunt pilots and aerobic champions in the world, plus military demonstrations.
I hope they're not flying anything Boeing right now.
No, they're on strike.
Yeah.
All right, we're waiting for somebody to say you can kick. Ocean City's especially anxious. They've been waiting around for 6 minutes. But for some reason, nothing's happening. Officials holding the ball. I don't know, maybe the referee's all the way down at the end of the end zone. Now they're ready.
Jeez, Alan. Didn't finish their coffee at halftime, I guess. Or John.
Should have run them in some popcorn.
They got some. The timer here took it down to them.
Oh, well, that's it. Their hands are all sticky. That's one thing you got to be careful. Have a small napkin nearby. Here's the kick. And it's taken at about the 11. Straight up the sidelines. Good return by Tristan Schmidt, 5'9", 192-pound junior. And Ocean City will start on its own, looks like 29.
I can't tell where
they're going in the wrong direction.
Yeah,
Stretching.
I think they're
changed.
Yeah, I thought it was around the 30.
Yeah, let's go, guys.
They got one's on the blue line.
Maybe there's a penalty.
Well, I guess.
There is a penalty.
Blocking the back.
So some of those yards are chopped off. The ball moves back inside the 25 to about the 23. And they go right, nothing there. Second and 9 as Compton gets 1. He comes out.
How dare we disparage the chain gang over there, tell them they were going the wrong way. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, they knew what they were doing.
Yeah, we didn't see it.
They just didn't know how to get there. Make sure we send some popcorn down to the chain gang this game. Receivers split left and right. Back to throw. Going long down the left side. It's going to be a battle. Oh, incomplete. It actually was thrown on the left side of Porter, and he turned to the right, and the defensive back actually had a shot at it. That was, Derek Hammond, but he couldn't get it either. Here you go.
That's about 45 yards downfield.
Good arm. There's no doubt about that. And it was there. It's just well covered.
This is a key play here early on. I mean, Raiders would like to sustain a little bit of momentum here in a 7-7 game.
3rd and 9.
I say the key right so far is how Lenape has stopped the running game.
No doubt about it. And a whistle. Ocean City calls timeout. They weren't happy with that, so they're going to talk it over. 7-7. Ocean City and Lenape. One more thing that's happening this weekend, Sunday night. The brilliant Kristen Chenoweth will perform with the Ocean City Pops. She received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, an Emmy Award for Best Supporting Actress in the comedy series Pushing Daisies, a Tony Award for You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown, and also nominated for a Tony as the original Glinda the Good Witch in Wicked in 2004. The Christian Chenoweth concert begins at 7 on the Music Pier Sunday. For nearly a century, Gillian's Wonderland Pier has been an entertainment destination for residents and visitors to Ocean City. In October, the amusement center at 6th Street and the boardwalk will close. Wonderland is open tonight and tomorrow until 10. It will then continue to be open weekend evenings until early October. Come out, use your tickets, and enjoy one last visit to Gillian's Wonderland Pier, 6th and the boardwalk in Ocean City. Rolling left. Nice touch, the completion, out close to the 40-yard line to Forster. Is there a flag down?
Yeah, I don't think so. Boy, you described it well, Tom. That time, Bailey put enough air underneath that, just over top of the defender's head, and Forster makes a nice catch along the sideline. Really nicely thrown ball and nice catch.
Colum Higgins, a freshman, has a yellow glove on. That's what I saw. Thought it was a flag on the field. Nothing there. May have fallen ahead for a yard. Looking for an advantage, couldn't find it. It will be 2nd and 9. So 2 really nice throws in this game by Walker Bailey. One led to a touchdown.
Yeah, we've talked before about he does have such a strong arm, but when he, puts a little air under the pass, he keeps it as much.
It does this pretty well too.
Yep.
Runs it out across the 45 to about the 48. He's very close to the first down, but probably just short.
Yeah, it looks like about a half yard.
And they'll line up quick and take a snap. You watch.
And they're moving it back a little further. It's going to be a full yard.
They don't even huddle in a situation like this. Porter's got to get set, though. And off the left side for the first down. Kind of expected a quarterback sneak. But they gave it to Compton.
Yep. It's just really, and we mentioned that both these running backs, and they're both back next year.
Yeah.
Bailey will graduate, as will much of the line.
Hendricks is back.
There are some key sophomores, though.
Yep. Porter's wide left, wide right. Back to throw. It's a screen. Set up nicely. Hendricks trying to get to the sideline. Gets it down close to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, you could tell that that they were letting that they were setting the screen up for Hendricks there, and Bailey got a lot of pressure there, but as we said, set up well, just defensed well on the back end of that.
2nd and 7 on the 46. Straight ahead, Schmidt blasts through and keeps going for the first down inside the 40 to about the 37.
And that's what the Raider fans have gotten used to after the first couple of games. Runs like that from either Compton or Schmidt, right up the middle, 10-yard gain, and let's do it again. I mean, in the first game, I think they gained 9-10 yards a carry, like 4 plays in a row. It was like the same play. They just kept running it. The Cinnamons couldn't stop it.
1st and 10. Schmidt is hit and stopped, but he picks up some momentum and gets a couple of yards.
Yeah, he made something out of nothing there. I don't know if he got back to the line of scrimmage or not, but
he got a yard. It's 2nd and 9.
Okay. But he looked to be like about a 3-yard loss before he made that last move.
At least.
It is strange to see a team in red and white across the field
It's
and the other
somebody
team
else.
wearing black.
Yeah. Bailey keeps it. He stumbles, but maintains his balance and gets the first down to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, when you got a quarterback can run like that, that makes that option pretty effective. I mean, you got Schmidt back there. He fakes the ball to him. It draws the defense, and they think they're going to tackle Schmidt for a 2-yard loss. And the next thing you know, it's a, 15, 20-yard gain.
1st and 10 on the 20. Schmidt hit behind the line, stopped at about the 21.
Yeah.
Big part of that tackle was Rashad Hawkins, 6 foot, 242-pound defensive lineman.
Yeah, I don't think I want to be on the bottom of the pile when those few big guys. Rashad Hawkins was in there as well, a 242-pound senior. And although we've called his name a lot on offense, Amir Lane was also in on the stop there.
2nd and 11 at the 21. Compton's in. There's the big shift. Compton runs right behind it to the sideline. Picks up about 4 yards. Out of bounds at the 17.
You know, a couple times, the last game, if I remember correctly, they bring the 2 guys in motion to whatever side they're coming to, and they run pretty much to that side. Once or twice in the last game, they brought both players up in motion to the one side and ran the ball back the other way for good yardage.
Going to lose that yardage, a holding penalty against Ocean City.
That's a couple of holding penalties that have hurt today. Both teams, really.
Ball's back to the 31. So it's 21 yards to go. Bailey back to throw. Being chased, the screen again. Some running room. And T.J. Santarpio, junior, tight end, gets inside the 25 to the 24.
Gets about 10 of it back, I guess.
Yeah, about 14 more they need.
I'll tell you, they've done, the Raiders have done a good job of when to call that screen pass, because that's twice now they caught Lenape in a big pass rush and set the screen up perfectly. Must see something on film what the defense is giving that away.
Compton's in next to Bailey, 3rd and 14. Bailey looking long, down the left side, overthrown and intercepted in the end zone. Trying to get it to Colin Thompson, but it's picked off by Jaden Boyd, I think. Let's see.
Yeah, he tried to get it all back at one time. And again, he lofted it up there, but...
Now, Derek Hammond on the interception.
Yep.
And then he's helped to the ground by Thompson, but he was going out of the end zone anyway. So Ocean City turns over an opportunity, and Lenape has the ball on its own 20.
Yeah, Colin Thompson was probably 3 steps behind the defender there, but the ball was just overthrown.
Pierce hands it off. Going right, and there's Hammond again.
Another flag.
Runs through a tackle.
It's going to be a hold against Lenape, I believe.
There's that flag. Next week, Ocean City will host Atlantic City here at Carey Stadium, and Lenape will host Camden East Side, both next Friday.
And they played Cedar Creek, correct, already, the first game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to get back to some familiar teams. I don't mind an out-of-area team once in a while, but not 3 in a row.
I'll pass that along.
Okay, please.
Pierce hands it off, trying to get to the outside, and he does.
Oh boy.
And he's gone. He even slows down to look back. Macon Lincoln, who caught the big touchdown pass, races, what would you say, 82 yards?
Well, it started on a 20, I believe.
They seem to be walking back.
Unbelievable. I'll tell you, here, you saw that.
There's absolutely nobody in that play that needed to block once he got out in that corner.
Desicino thought he had the angle on him.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people did. I thought he might have had the angle on him as well.
And he dropped it into another gear.
Oh, my golly. He must have had a Hemi in there.
So, another score is nullified. Ocean City had one too, but they came right back 3 plays later and scored.
Yeah, well, that play right there really breaks the camel's back. I mean, you got, 70, 80-yard run. I mean, it looked like the play was coming to the right side and misdirection back to the left, and he just flat out outran everybody on the defense who had any chance at all to try to catch him. I'll bet he runs a 100-yard dash on the track team.
So where are we? We're back. It's hard to spot the
15-yard line. Yeah.
About 15 yards to go. And ball came loose, but they got it back. So it's second down and about 14 yards to go.
All right.
And they are right on the 15-yard line. 7-7, as you can see, down in the inside 4 minutes in the third quarter. Pierce waits the snap. Trying to sweep, and nothing there.
Yeah, there goes Berardi's first man in there.
See it again.
Yep. But it's just, it's really deflating to have that touchdown run called back, and here you are now, third and about 17.
Mm-hmm. There's a snap. Pierce in trouble, and he goes down. I believe it was Mr. Dirks.
Yep.
That's his second of the season.
Well, they went with a 3-man down line there, which they do pretty much have 3 down linemen, but they bring the linebackers up to make it look a lot of times like a 5-man front, but that time they just had the 3 rush. Just trying to prevent.
Going to punt the middle of the end zone. High snap. He handles it, gets some blocks. Not a real deep kick. It's taken, as a matter of fact, by Forster, and he runs through a couple tackles to the 25-yard line, so Ocean City back in business.
Yeah, good defensive effort there, and nice tackle there by Khalil Council for Lenape during that return. But you can't ask for much better field position than this.
If you're planning to build a home, make your first step a visit to Halliday Leonard. They'll consult you on your design and assist the development of your custom home. They build single homes that will fit most any budget, plus condominiums, townhouses, and commercial buildings. Stop in at 700 Haven Avenue or give them a call at 609-398-5737. Halliday Leonard will help make your dream home a reality. Bailey keeps. And he's got room up the middle down near the 15-yard line.
Well, typically they fake the ball into the middle and Bailey takes it to the outside. That time they faked it to the outside and he ran it straight up the middle for 10 or 9 anyway.
Yep, 2nd and 1.
Second down. 2nd and 1.
Well, this time he didn't come to the sideline. So maybe they called 2 plays. Oh, it's 1 yard to go. They just usually line up with him under center, and sometimes he does it, sometimes he hands it off. Hands it off to Schmidt, who gets the first down, and is down close to the 10.
Like the way he hesitated back there that time to pick where the hole was going to open up, and then took a side step in that direction and picks up the first down. I think you'll see him keep the ball on the ground here. Don't want to risk anything negative happening here. You're definitely in field goal territory if nothing else.
Compton drives it inside the 10.
So they can get a first down at about the 2, I guess. And if they're going to, if they have any thoughts of field goal attempt, depending upon what happens here, they want to get the ball in the middle of the field. I know the NFL, they can kick them from hash to hash, but their hash is a lot closer.
Bailey under center. Schmidt reverses a little bit, drives up the middle, and gets down near the 5.
Like to have 7. 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Sorry, Tom, but like to have 7, but 3 would be nicer than 0.
We're in the third quarter. The score time is 7.
Third quarter comes to an end with Ocean City threatening. The score, however, still tied at 7-7. Things continue to happen at the Ocean City Free Public Library, even though the main library is closed temporarily for improvements. The meeting rooms are still open, and you can still check out items through the library's curbside pickup service at 609-399-2434, extension 5226. Virtual author talks continue on Wednesday with PhD Nate Klemp, a best-selling author, talking about his book, Open, Living with an Expansive Mind in a Distracted World. More information available at oceancitylibrary.org. Lotzier Brooks has just scored a defensive touchdown, and Millville leads Mainland 13-7 in the third quarter. Lotzier Brooks has 54 career receiving touchdowns. That's the state record. But among Cape Atlantic League players, the guy in second place has 26. And we'll see him play the next 4 years at Alabama.
Millville certainly does have their share of tremendous athletes.
Ball's at the 5. And nothing there. 3, 4, 5 guys grabbing a hold of Schmidt. 1 or 2 of them he didn't appreciate. He said it was a face mask. But anyway, they spot the ball just inside the 5. Now at the 4. So it's 4th and goal at the 4. This is an interesting situation here. And apparently they're going to go after it.
They try to draw them off sides here, maybe. Think about it.
going to call timeout. You're right. 7-7. Ocean City inside the 5 on 4th down. Big play coming up. If you have printing needs, you need the Printing Company in Summers Point. They're top quality printers, friendly, skilled professionals. The Printing Company will work with you as part of their unwavering commitment to exceed your expectations. From concept to finished product, your business is their priority. They pride themselves in delivering the expert printing you deserve at an affordable price. From business cards to brochures to visual communications. That includes signs, banners, graphics, vehicle wraps, and much more. The Printing Company, open 9 to 5 at 457th Street in Summers Point. Phone Chugger and his staff, 609-374-5417. Let the Printing Company bring your ideas to life.
I don't know if the Raiders had 11 guys on the field, and maybe that's why they called timeout. I tried to count them when they were coming off. I came up with 10, but I can't be sure. I might have missed one. But whatever, they're back.
Here we go. Bailey into the end zone.
Well, the second time they ran that play in this quarter, the last time it gained 10 yards. I mentioned that, they faked their handoff that time to the outside, and Bailey runs it right up the gut. And that time, right up the gut for a touchdown. That's a big score here in this football game.
Walker Bailey with both touchdowns for Ocean City. Here comes the extra point. It hits the upright.
Yeah, there's going to be offsides on the left side of that Lenape line. He jumped to count way before. That might have been Lincoln. Whoever this is. On that far left, or right on the screen, the far right side. He just, as I said, he just jumped the count. Now they're going to have to decide if they want to kick or if they want to try for 2 here. I think they're going to kick. They're discussing it.
Forster to kick. He's 8 for 9. Out of the hole of Hendricks. Keep in mind he can run. Kick is up. It's good. Thought I heard a whistle, but I guess not.
I think they blow the whistle all the time when they kick us away.
Really?
I think so. That's what I seem to get.
14-7. Ocean City takes the lead with just over 11 minutes left in the 4th quarter. The RJH Insurance Group has specialized in home and flood insurance since 2006. At RJH, they are committed to excellence. As an independent agency, they have the ability to represent multiple insurance companies to get their customers the most competitive rates. Call Rich Hogue for a quote, 609-630-4569, or check out their many services at rjhinsurance.com. The RJH Insurance Group. So Ocean City leads 14-7. Millville leads Mainland 13-7. They're late in the 3rd quarter. Ocean City here. We are in the 4th quarter, early in the 4th quarter.
Tom, do you know, did Buddy Kennedy go to Millville High School as well?
Yes.
I wonder if he played football. I don't remember.
I don't think so, but I'm not sure. Here comes the kick. Taking it about the 14-yard line. They, again, fake the reverse. And he's got some room out across the 25, close to the 30-yard line.
Boy, somebody had a hold of the shirt from behind. I think it was T.J. Santarpio. and then somebody else was able to finish him off, but he had a hold of that shirt, and it wasn't a tearaway, and he wasn't letting go. I might have to think about squib kicking to them. They returned the ball pretty well on a deep kick and that fake handoff in the back. So hope you have the opportunity to squib kick to him 3 more times.
Pierce awaits the snap. It's low. He gets the ball away, and they get a first down out to the 44-yard line. Ball caught by Evan Gotti.
And right in front of the receiver, a really well thrown ball. Good coverage, but
pass is incomplete. Why is the press box shaking?
I feel like somebody just came downstairs, or somebody's jumping up and down about you did or didn't do something I wanted you to.
Wow.
Of course, I don't think the kid's able to figure that out. I know it's not Bill Shawcross up there doing that, because he's right here. Second and 10.
From the 43. Pierce gets it away. And well covered and overthrown anyway. Trying to get it out there to guess who? Macon Lincoln, but he overthrew Macon.
And that's pretty hard to do.
And Macon can fly.
But J.P. Forrester was in that safety position there and coming over to give extra help to the halfback on that side.
Some other scores: Rancocas Valley 12, Camden Eastside nothing. Camden 19, Shawnee nothing. Eastern leads Vineland 6-3. Third and 10. Pierce over the middle. It's tipped and intercepted. Cole Desicino.
Yeah, the key there was the tip, Tom, and just everybody crowded in when the ball's tipped. We'll see it here. Be able to pick out and give proper. Yeah, it might have been Berardis.
I think it was. So Ocean City takes it away, and they've got a first down on the Lenape 35-yard line.
There it is again. It was Berardis, but that was big, and Desicino right in the right spot to make the interception.
5'11", 172-pound junior. Here we go. Handoff, about a yard off the right side for Compton.
And another tackle in there for Lenape, Zamir Lane, 188-pound junior linebacker. I'd like to see him run that play where they, I was talking about before, where they overload the one side and run the ball back the other way. As you can see, the defense shifts as you would think they would, because most of the time the play's being run that way.
Second and 9, and Compton hit behind the line, stopped, but there's a flag, as you can see, right there at the spot of the tackle.
It's usually where you'd see a hold, unless it's a face mask, but I didn't see that. I got to guess it's going to be against Ocean City. Referee's saying, come on, you want to take the play or the penalty, coach? Guess they're going to take the play. Nope. Yep.
A hold against Ocean City is declined, so they're back to the 35. Third and 10.
I thought he signaled second down. Yep.
Bailey
Bailey on the keeper.
And that was Connor Hepperlin, 6'4", 218-pound junior, middle linebacker and tight end.
Changed his jersey.
32.
So the ball is on the 32-yard line.
I think you're going to see a pass here. 4th down. The Raiders just want to see that clock run. Hopefully put more points on the board, but
Porter wide to the left. Schmidt is in there. Bailey fires. And it's caught. Caught by Forster. Right at the sideline in front of the Ocean City bench. You can't see it too well because of the players standing there, but it looks to be enough for a first down.
yeah, you can see Bailey just hesitated a little bit, gave Forster a chance to get that one more step toward the sideline and delivered it right on the money. He's thrown the ball well tonight, Tom. Probably the best he has in the 3 games.
Ball's on the 24-yard line.
Now they want to run the ball and eat some clock.
Flag on the play.
Procedure. Somebody on the Raiders move there. Well, the worst part about that, too, is it stops the clock. And, I mean, there's still plenty of time left, and we're talking about a 1-score game here. 8 minutes left in the 4th quarter. But now the clock starts again.
1st and 15. Bailey keeps it. Sheds a few and picks up about 5 or 6.
You know, you think eventually they try to stop, but figure out a way to stop it. But they haven't been able to. He's gained probably as many yards as anybody tonight.
2 touchdowns, one from 2 yards and one from 4. No gigantic runs, but consistent runs.
You got to feel good when you get a quarterback who can run, who's big and strong. That's such a big plus.
Ball's at the 25. Bailey has time. Touchdown. J.P. Forster.
Well, a simple post pattern out of Forster and 2 defenders back there, but he had them beat. And once again, the ball laid right where it needed to be. And Forster hauls it in. And the Raiders will get a 2-touchdown lead. Look at the air underneath that ball. And that's what you really like to see. You didn't need to fire that one in there. He just laid it right where it needed to be.
2 great catches by Forster on that possession. He's going to try to kick the extra point too. And it's good.
Well, like Steve Parker said in week 1, an athlete who's a kicker, not just a kicker who kicks.
At Boulevard Super Liquors on Roosevelt Boulevard in Marmora, the Bile family has served area residents for 4 generations. Boulevard is just 676 steps from Ocean City and right off exit 25 of the Garden State Parkway. Through the years, they've employed hundreds of former Ocean City High School athletes. They form a courteous staff ready to help you find what you need quickly and get you on your way. Boulevard is open every day until 10 p.m. Call them at 609-390-1300 or check out their new website, superliquorsnj.com. Boulevard Super Liquors in Marmora, family owned since 1938. Ocean City to kick off now with a 21-7 lead.
And a little cushion now with just under 7 minutes left here. I would not kick this ball deep.
I know you wouldn't. You'd probably kick it off the side
Well,
of your
yeah.
foot out of bounds.
I might have an onside kick unintentionally.
Yeah.
But seriously, I don't know. I'd give them a chance to run this back.
And that's what they do.
How about that?
Little pooch. It's taken at the 39 or 40-yard line.
Gosh, I felt like Chris Collingsworth on that one. I can't. I think that's a great decision. Obviously, I think it's a great decision, but you can't give those kids back there who are so quick an opportunity to return a kickoff and get right back in this football game, because the defense has just been stellar since that first series.
First and 10. Less than 7 minutes to play. Ocean City with a 14-point lead. Running room down the right side is Hammond. He's finally ridden out of bounds by Tom Grimley. Tom Grimley had 18 tackles in the first 2 games. Tops on the team. Clifford Dirks had 7 solos coming into this game, which was tops on the team. Now they try to go left. And he says, nope, I'm going back right where all the blockers are.
Yeah, well.
And he makes a good play out of it, but he's still going. Lincoln can't run.
That might be the biggest understatement. You know, they kind of like. Actually, I thought usually when that happens, you see a block in the back from somebody, but good discipline by Lenape. But here they are knocking on the door.
Hammond off the right side. Close to the first down.
I don't want to suppose anything, but you know, you get up by 2 touchdowns now, 6 minutes left in the game, you might just think to yourself on the field, well, you know, we can relax just a little bit, which is not the case when you got speedsters on the other side.
Pierce fires and incomplete.
Broken up.
Trying to get it to the big tight end.
Is that Pancoast? I think it was. Good defensive play.
So it's 3rd and 2. They'll have 2 plays to try to get those 2 if they need them. Pierce moves the tight end to the left side. Still checking the sideline, maybe changing something.
You better hurry up.
Low snap, he's going to keep it. Pierce, left side, runs through a tackle for the touchdown.
Just like that. There you see it again. Just nobody able to get an angle on him. I think a little bit surprised that he was going to keep the football. This game's going to be back to a 1-score game, and the momentum shifts.
Pierce threw a touchdown, scored a touchdown tonight. And the kick is good by Blackburn. He's 4 for 4 on the season, 2 for 2 tonight. And we're back to a 1-score game. 21-14 with just under 6 minutes left. For nearly a century, Gillian's Wonderland Pier has been an entertainment destination for residents and visitors to Ocean City. In October, the amusement center at 6th and the Boardwalk will close. Wonderland is open tonight and tomorrow until 10 p.m. It will then continue to be open weekend evenings until early October. Come out, use your tickets, and enjoy one last visit to Gillian's Wonderland Pier, 6th and the Boardwalk in Ocean City. If you're planning to build a home, make your first step a visit to Halliday Leonard. Halliday Leonard will consult you on your design and assist the development of your custom home. They build single homes that will fit most any budget, plus condominiums, townhouses, and commercial buildings. Get your ideas together and take them to Halliday Leonard, 700 Haven Avenue in Ocean City, or phone them at 609-398-5737. Halliday Leonard will help make your dream home a reality.
Well, now you want to eat as much clock as possible, and as I said before, points on the board is a bonus. Obviously, you want some now that we're a one-score game.
Blackburn to kick. Boots it deep and into the end zone. One bounce out of the end zone. So Ocean City will start on their 20, leading by 7 with 5:51 left.
Nice crowd made the trip down here from Lenape. I say this every week that a non, I won't say normal team, but a non-team we're used to seeing down here, when they come down here with their kids and their fans and they look at the setting and the venue, the ocean, the Ferris wheel, at least for one more game or two, you know, they gotta love it.
Uh-oh, here we go, Ocean City, 1st and 10 from their 20. Trying to sweep the outside is Schmidt. He picks up some yards out across the 25 to about the 28. Driven out of bounds, apparently.
Yeah, they're going to want to try to stay in bounds, but you know, you're not at the risk of giving up 4 or 5 yards. Are they bringing this back? Another hold.
So that one doesn't count.
Yeah, be careful here. You get up 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. You're starting to feel pretty good about yourselves, and now all of a sudden you're in a dogfight again. And you just went backwards. They lost about 18 yards on that play, considering what they gained and what they were penalized.
Bailey hands it off. And breaking free. Schmidt all the way out across the 40 to the 44-yard line, making the 43-yard line.
Wow, big run. And then you saw at the end of the play, watch where they just try to rip the ball from him, and he is strong and gets 2 hands on it and holds it on right there. You can see Lincoln Riley. Making Lincoln try to rip the ball out of Schmidt's hands, but he's pretty strong, holds on.
It's at the 42-yard line, 1st and 10. Slot to the left. They shift 2 people to the left. Then going to the left is Schmidt. He picks up yards across the 45 to about the 47. Another touchdown for Lazier Brooks. And Millville has increased its lead over Mainland to 20-7.
Didn't they have one intercepted in the end zone, or was that the other way around at the end of the first half?
The last play of the first half, Mainland intercepted a ball in the end zone.
Right, so that could have been another touchdown. I think Millville's had revenge in their mind all year. Of course, you know, different kids, but most of them. But Mainland had that big win last year.
2nd and 6. And Compton is pulled down for about a 4 or 5 yard loss.
That might be a fumble. It looked like they were. Looked like somebody from Lenape had the ball and was moving forward.
I think that was Kaheem Freeman on the tackle, back around the 43-yard line, where it'll be 3rd and 9.
That's a faraway look for us up here in the press box.
Big play here. They don't get the first down unless it's really close. They'll have to punt.
into the wind with 3 minutes.
Bailey slipped but maintained his balance, but couldn't get it going, and he's taken down for a loss by Joe Buonadonna, 6 foot, 193-pound senior. So it's 4th down, a punting situation.
Kaheem Freeman had something to do with that too. They finally figured that play out. It was Freeman at the number 13 there, taking his legs out from under him, I believe. Going to rely on the defense again.
Hendricks to punt. Watching the clock run down.
Yeah, watch that guy in the backfield counting down. Now he's down to 5, 4, 3.
Good snap. Very little rush. He rolls it inside the 30 to the 25. Picked up at the last minute. And out of bounds, out across the 30 at about the 33-yard line.
Boy, I really felt like the official missed a block in the back there on that return, Tom. Almost as soon as he picked the ball up and started to run with it, there was it wasn't egregious as far as a big, heavy block, but it was definitely contact in the back that I think might have been called, but wasn't called.
2:15 left for Lenape. 67 yards away. Pierce back to his left. Hands it off to Lincoln. And Lincoln is brought down by Santarpio for a loss.
Yeah, he's really a weapon. I mean, I think you almost want to spy him in this situation. I mean, he's got so much speed. You got to have somebody with him all the time.
No, not now. He's going out of the game. Pierce rolling. And he gets out of bounds, but he only gains a yard. So it's 3rd and 9 for the Indians.
Wow. I thought he gained a lot more than that. Again, we're looking all the way across the field. I thought he got to the 40-yard line almost. Well, Lincoln's back in the game now.
He'll be out to the left. One of 3 receivers out there.
He'll get some help over here too. There's, well, maybe not with 3-on-3.
Back to throw. It's a little screen, but couldn't be caught. Little short. Derek Hammond took a dive for it, but couldn't come up with it. Stops the clock with 1:32 left, but it's 4th and 9 yards to go.
Well, it's pretty obvious that this is probably the biggest play of the game so far. I mean, they probably still have their timeouts. Unofficially, I don't think they've taken a timeout.
3 timeouts left.
Okay.
Ocean City has 1. That's not important to them right now. Pierce pump fakes, and the ball is dropped at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, thrown just a tad behind him. And yet,
Connor Hepperlin.
Here it is again. Just a little bit behind him, but the Raiders were playing in a prevent defense a little bit, and they were going to allow that pass to be caught up in front. But they ought to be able to run this clock out, even with 3 timeouts. They just want to hold on to the football. I mean, again, with 3 timeouts, Lenape ought to get the ball back if the Raiders don't get a first down. But they get the ball back, it should be, a minute left. They're
going to take a knee, would seem.
Well, I wouldn't.
No, they're not. He picks up about 4 or 5 yards.
Yeah, they really need to run the ball and get a first down to kill this clock, because they take a knee, 3 timeouts, and again, Lenape get the ball back with a minute or with 50 seconds left. With guys like this, with speed like this, you know, anything can happen in a 50 seconds. But
Lenape calls time. 1:19 left. Since 1981, the Trofa and Coggins families have offered the best in car care at Car Caress. 1635 Haven Avenue in Ocean City, right next to CVS. 100 Stagecoach Road in Marmora behind ShopRite, and right there behind DiOrio's in Summers Point. At Car Caress, they'll hand wash your vehicle, both the interior and exterior. They also have an automatic car wash, self-service bays, and vacuums. Car Caress, 1635 Haven Avenue in Ocean City. Phone for an appointment, 609-398-8482. They also offer free pickup and delivery. Car Caress, something special for your vehicle at a price that fits your budget.
well, a couple big downs coming up here. They're going to take some time to run these couple downs. Timeouts will be called.
Straight ahead, dragging people, ran out of a tackle, and looks to have the first down, but it's very close.
Right you are, Tom. That is definitely going to be close. And the question is, will it be timeout for a measurement to stop the clock, or did Lenape have to use one of their timeouts? Lenape called the timeout. And they are signaling first down.
They are indeed. Ball's at the 25-yard line. Good run by Schmidt.
So that should do it. I mean,
absolutely.
One timeout remaining. Now you can take a knee and use up this last 113. The Raiders are going to go to 3-0.
Atlantic City comes in next Friday, and then it's a road trip to Hamilton, to Mainland, to Middle Township. Then back home for Holy Spirit, and finishing up at Cedar Creek. Probably the 2 toughest teams on the schedule, though you might argue Mainland as well.
I think they got Atlantic City's going to be tough. Mainland's going to be tough. Cedar Creek's going to be tough. Holy Spirit, I think they have 4.
Atlantic City's played a little bit below what expected. They haven't won yet. But they definitely have one of South Jersey's top weapons. Ocean City's got to find a guy to cover him.
And speed.
Well, that's what makes him a weapon.
Yeah, I mean, other players have speed also.
Some, yeah, but he's the main piece of the puzzle.
Yep.
Headed to Rutgers. Has 3 kickoff returns, 2 punt returns, and 2 defensive touchdowns. None of them this year, but in his career at Atlantic City. Ocean City waiting to let clock get started. So the Raiders running out the clock here with a 21-14 lead, go 3-0. Lenape will go 0-3. As we said, they have Camden Eastside next week at home. And Ocean City will have Atlantic City at home.
Yeah, I mean, they're a good football team. I mean, they're going to be 0-3, but I think they're probably a little better than the record, again, depending upon
they've got some good weapons.
Cherokee ends up, yeah.
Quarterback can throw the ball, and certainly Macon Lincoln can run. A couple other players can move the ball on the ground.
And Zamir Lane runs the ball pretty well and plays real good defense.
Delay of game against Ocean City.
Yeah, this will be one more snap on 3rd down with 20 seconds left. Sometimes I feel like when it gets to this point, they ought to just stop the game and call it over. I mean, you can, I know, because you can always have a fumble snap. But
well, not going to happen here. Clock's in motion. There's no timeouts left. And Ocean City holds on and wins it 21-14. 2 touchdown runs by Walker Bailey and a touchdown pass to J.P. Forster, who kicked 3 extra points. Ocean City wins it 21-14.
And you get the the typical lineup for handshakes, and then run over to the student section and do whatever they do there in front of the fans. And then they'll come back and meet on the field with the coaches and be pretty happy. Another week of school with an undefeated record.
Millville has scored again. They lead Mainland 27-7 in the fourth quarter. And we don't have anything new on St. Augustine. They were winning 14-0. So a good win here for Ocean City. As Bud said, a nice crowd showed up. And we thank Devin Cioli and his crew here at the Carey Stadium. And of course, Bill Shawcross, who puts it all together for us. And Mike Pellegrino, who oversees it all.
Yeah, and it wasn't even his birthday this week.
That's right. No cake tonight. Final, Ocean City wins it 21-14 over Lenape. For Bud Rink, Tom Williams, we'll talk to you next Friday when the Vikings of Atlantic City come to Carey Stadium.